Hey y'all, it's Ashley. Sorry it's been so long since I recorded a video. I've had a lot going on. I don't think I've recorded a video since the beginning of September, and I told y'all I was going to have a lot of changes and stuff going on, and I have. I've moved. I'm back home in my home state of Tennessee now. I've been getting situated here. I've actually been in the process of trying to get back into school, and I get back into school the beginning of January. I'm going to go and finish getting my aesthetics license for skincare therapist. For those of you that don't know, I went to school back in 2008, but I still have to go back and get some more hours now that I've moved and stuff. So I'm real excited about that. My daughter Kira is doing really good. She's about to be 22 months old in a couple of days, and I cannot believe it. So the time is just flying on by, and I'm in the process of trying to figure out what I want to do for her birthday party, and then we got the holidays right around the corner with Thanksgiving and Christmas, and my husband's going to be coming into town because he's still in North Carolina, so he's actually supposed to get here day after tomorrow, and we are so excited because we haven't seen him in about 7.5 weeks. So yeah, it's been crazy. But the reason I'm recording, other than just checking in with you all and letting you all know I'm doing all right, I have made the decision to have gastric bypass surgery. Now I know a lot of people, have their opinions and stuff on weight loss surgery. Just a little bit of a background. I've always been overweight. I've always had a problem gaining and losing. I've tried every diet under the sun, and I'm the world's best dieter, but I don't keep it off. Okay, you can't live on a diet for the rest of your life, and I'll do okay, and then I'll get burnt out with it, and it'll come back. My mom actually had the gastric bypass 9 years ago. Done really well with it. Lost about 160 pounds. Being overweight, being obese runs in my family. And like I said, throughout even my childhood, before I hit puberty and everything, I've always suffered with my weight. The lowest I got down to was about 130 pounds in my teenage years, other than when I was a child. And that was when me and my husband got married. And in 8.5 years, I've gained about 100 pounds. So that's a lot of weight. I'm also extremely short. I'm only 5'1", so that's a lot of weight for me to be carrying. The heaviest I've ever been is I got up to 275 when I was pregnant with my daughter right before I delivered, and I was big. I had hypertension. I had a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions. I was a high-risk pregnancy, so I couldn't be very active. I was also pregnant in the dead middle of winter, and it snowed here a lot that winter, and I just ballooned up and got huge and swole and everything else. Luckily, I lost that baby weight, and now I'm back down to where I was before I got pregnant, but I've stalled off in the 230s. I'll gain a pound, lose 2, gain 2 pounds. But I stay right usually in between 230 and 235. Way too big. I know I'm not as obese as some people, but I'm 25. I have joint pain. I have fertility problems. I have always teetering on high blood pressure issues. So this is something I've been thinking about doing for a long time. Like I said, I've been researching on having the surgery since 2008. It just hasn't worked out for me to have it because with my husband being military, I have to travel a lot back and forth. And I knew I needed to be, secure somewhere before, I know I wasn't going to be moving around before I had the surgery. So now that's the case. I'm actually going to be going to the practice. Sorry, my daughter's talking in the background. But I'm actually going to be going to the practice that my mom went to when she had hers. They're very well known. They've done thousands of these surgeries. Very skilled bariatric surgeons. Really nice bedside manner. Everyone that I've come into contact with has been super nice. My particular insurance requires me to do 3 months supervised attempted weight loss or whatever through my doctor, which I've already started. The surgeon's requiring that I lose 12 pounds before I have surgery. I also have to meet with a nutritionist, a psychologist, attend a support group, attend a nutrition class, and I want to say there's something else. And then I have to have labs. I have to have blood work, a abdominal ultrasound, an EKG, and an upper GI X-ray, which is all scheduled. I'll get some of it done as far as the classes and stuff in December, but like the psychologist and the nutritionist and the labs and all that will be in January, towards the middle and end of January. Right now, it's just a matter of me having to, get into my doctor, be seen for 3 months, and get all this stuff done. So I'm probably ballparking it, looking at like March, having surgery. Now, I will say, I know a lot of people are going to say, why did you choose gastric bypass? Because there's other options. The lap band, the sleeve gastrectomy. I had considered originally lap band. That's what I was going to have. But a lot of people are having issues with them. I know everybody doesn't have issues with them, but a lot of people are having issues with them. Band slippage, not being able to eat, or not being able to lose the amount of weight that they need to lose, only losing a part of their weight. They've had people, it's like eroded into people's esophagus, and then people are having to have it taken out and like have it revised into another surgery. So that just, once I actually sat down with my surgeon and started doing the research, I kind of figured that wasn't the right way for me to go, because I need to lose, at least 100 pounds for this to be successful. So I don't want to have surgery and then not lose all my weight. I don't want to go through all this for nothing. I really, really wanted and still want the gastric sleeve, but I'm not made out of money, and I cannot pay for this surgery, so I have to do what my insurance will cover. And as of right now, they will eventually, but we just don't know when. TRICARE does not cover the sleeve gastrectomy, so I can't pay for it out of pocket, so I've got to do what my insurance will cover. So I was either left with the lap band or, the gastric bypass. And I know this is not going to be a cakewalk. Like I said, my mom had hers 9 years ago. I've been with her since before she had her surgery. She was over 300 pounds when she had her surgery, and now she's 9 years out, so I see where she's at that far, out from having the surgery. So I know it's not going to be easy. I know it's a life-changing decision that I'm making. But I want to be healthy. I want to feel good again. I don't ever expect to look like a supermodel. I've been overweight. I've had a child, but I want to be a good role model for my daughter. I want to be healthy. I want to be off blood pressure medication. I want to have my quality of life, because my body does not reflect how I feel on the inside. I went today and actually met with my gynecologist and was talking to her about birth control after the surgery, because I found out from my surgeon that I cannot be on the pill anymore, or they don't advise for you to be on the pill ever again after you have the surgery, because it doesn't have time to absorb. So I went on the pill. Well, when I had my daughter 22 months ago, I immediately, like when she was 4 weeks old, I went on the shot, and I did horrible with it. I had a lot of bleeding. I just did not do well with the shot. I bled for like 3 months straight. So then I immediately got on the pill, because I was on the pill as a teenager and before I decided to start trying to get pregnant. And I've done well on it. And that's one of the big downfalls for me about the surgeries, because I actually find a birth control that works well for me, and now I found out I can't take it anymore. I'm scared to death of Mirena, because I've read a ton of stuff, and I've personally known a lot of people that's had issues with Mirena. Now, not everyone does. Some people love it. They don't even know it's there. It's perfect for them. It's good for 5 years. The IUD is no big deal. Some people, it's a totally different story. And I had fertility problems and polycystic ovarian syndrome before I got pregnant with my daughter, so that scares me. If I have any issues with it, where will it lead me fertility-wise down the road? If me and my husband decide we want more children. Then there's the implant on, which is what they put in your arm, and it's good for 3 years. And then I pretty much have the shot, and then that's like my only option. So when I met with her today, I was just really undecided about what I wanted to do. And she said, since I've still got a couple of months before I'm going to have surgery, to think about it, really weigh my pros and my cons, talk to my husband about it, and just kind of see where I want to go from there, as long as I make the decision before I have my surgery. So I'm curious if any of you out there, in the community that have had this surgery, what kind of birth control do you use? I have one child. I'm 25. I'm not planning on having any more kids for probably anywhere at least between 2 to 5 years. So, but I mean, I like the pill. I like the convenience of it. I do well on it. I don't have really any side effects from it other than an occasional headache. It works well for me. I get my monthly. It's not like all over the place, which I really like. But yeah, I'm curious what you all use. And since I'm just getting started, I'm planning on, making a lot more of these videos. I know a lot of my videos in the past have just been on, random stuff and makeup and military life and parenting and stuff like that. But the majority of my videos from now on, will probably be, weight loss surgery or gastric bypass related in some way. So I'm really looking, to find people out there that are either in the early stages like me of, starting the process of having their surgery, or have just had their surgery, or, whatever the case may be. So, but yeah, I just wanted to check in and let you all know that's what's going on with me. So I've got some exciting big things coming up, and I will try to do my best to record more often now that things have kind of slowed down again. I'm not going to make any promises with the holidays, but I'm going to try to do better and kind of keep y'all posted on how things are going. But take care, and I will record again very soon. Bye.